All right, so cool. Let's get started though. They hide, yeah. Let's get started. So here's the big topic. Here is the big topic in the streaming world. In the streaming world, we have some entitlement going on. We have some entitlement going on. So if you are not on Twitter or weren't aware, there's a young lady who I believe I have seen before, because now that I saw some other tweets and she posted some context. I'm like, oh, so that was you. Because I don't even know exactly how it happened. I don't know the full context on why some big streamers decided to raid her. But once I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, I understand. But this young lady named on Twitter, Yeet It's Nikki. That's also her name on Twitch. And she sparked up some controversy because she said, and again, I cannot pull up the actual tweet because now she went private. She ran away from the heat. It was too hot for her. It was too hot for her. But this came back to, again, the Hassan conversation. Streaming is hard. Streaming is harder than the 9 to 5 badge. I think that we're trying to push the narrative now that even further, that streaming is harder than the 9 to 5. But the young lady said, and I'm going to try to quote it as best as I can from memory, because the numbers don't matter necessarily, but it's more of what she said. But she said, I make X amount of money. I think she said between like $900 and $1,200 a month through Twitch. And I just want to preface that by saying, hey, yo, I don't even make that amount of money. I don't make anywhere near $1,000 a month on Twitch, and I stream like 2.5 hours 3 days a week. So already right there, you're like getting more money than, like, I would say probably 80-90% of people who stream on Twitch. And she doesn't even know that. Like, before we even get started on the real reason why she was upset, I just want to preface that, but I don't even get that much per month on Twitch. So I'm assuming that she has a good amount of subs that she gets that amount of money. I'm like, what up, homeless? So I just want to say that, because like, if you weren't aware, like a lot of people ain't making that kind of money on Twitch, let alone $900 to $1,200. But she says that right. She said, I make like $900 to $1,200 on Twitch per month. Okay. So she said that, and she was like, I have rent, I had, groceries went up, inflation, we're going back to the inflation topic. And it's like, okay, I understand. Yeah, you're getting that, hey, this amount of money that you're making on Twitch isn't paying your bill. So that was her first point. But then she pivots and she's like, well, Twitch has a 50-50 split, which, again, if you weren't aware, now you know that Twitch has a 50-50 split now. And the bigger of a creator that you are, and the more sub that you maintain per month now, because this wasn't a policy at first, but now if you maintain a certain amount of subs per month, now you can get bigger splits. You can go 60-40 or 70-30. But how it was before that policy change was that if you were a bigger creator, then your account manager or somebody through Twitch would invite you to their program that would give you a bigger split, which is usually 70-30. Some creators may have gotten bigger, 80-20. I haven't heard 90-10 for really any creator, like even the biggest, the top of the top, but it may have been a possibility, but usually it was 70-30 or at best case 80-20 for a lot of these huge creators. So they got bigger splits, but generally you would get 50-50 split, right? Straight down the middle. So if you want to wear like a regular tier 1 sub, it's $5, right? So as a creator, you get $2.50. So 50-50 split. So $5, you all pay $5 to sub to someone, and the creator gets $2.50. So yeah, plus tax. You got to add tax to, different countries, they pay more or less depending on that. So, but we're just going to go with like the standard, like US at $5, and then you get $2.50. So that's what she was complaining about. She was saying that Twitch has a 50-50 split, and she was like, if Twitch had a bigger split, like if they had a 60-40 or 70-30, then I would make, I think she said like between like 1,400.
Yo.
What's up?
Hi guys.
Is she live? Hello? That was scary. Excuse me. And she must know we were talking about her. She must have known we were talking about her. Like, that was creepy as hell. It was a previous stream. I was like, wait a minute, is she live? That actually did scare me. scary as hell. Yo, like shut up. Anyways, so so yeah, so Jency, yeah, so she say she made like 1,800 to 2,400 per month if Twitch had bigger splits. And then she ended her tweet by saying, when the fuck will Twitch care about smaller creators? So that was the end of her tweet, and that was the thing that sparked it all. I think what else people didn't see was she had a tweet after that said that she made, and I quote, $20,000. I want to say that again. $20,000 when Miss Kiff and Pokimane, two of the biggest streamers on Twitch, rated her. $20,000. She said she was able to, pay rent and her other bills for about 7 months. So I was like, when I saw that, I was like, this makes perfect sense. This makes perfect sense why she has this entitlement. Because she saw that money. She was like, oh, I got 20K. Oh, this about to be a dub. I'm gonna stream full time. I don't know if she was streaming full time before then, but she was like, hey, I made it now. I made it. I seen this money. I seen a glimmer. Maybe I can do this. Like, I'm on the map. Senpai noticed me. You got two of the biggest streamers who rated me, and she got 20K. I wish, bro. I ain't never got rated by a big streamer in my life, but in 20K, I mean, it would feel good. And some of these bigger creators can change your life, but you still have to come down to earth, honey. You have to come back down to earth, because I have multiple problems. With what she said, and majority of people do too. Majority of people have a problem with what she said. First problem that I have is, who the hell are you to, first of all, do this full time and then complain about Twitch not giving you enough to pay your bills and basically live your lifestyle, which is, it sounds like the basic necessities. Like, I don't know her life. I don't know if she's into the finer things. I don't know if she could afford, be a little bit more frugal with your money. I'm not exactly sure. And it's really at this point, and that's not really the point of why I'm mad. But how dare you say that, you have these expenses and you told people, how much you get paid, and then we're like, well, I can't afford it. I can't afford it because of Twitch. Twitch is demand, and they're bringing me down, right? like we can't do that, right? We cannot do that, because if you are not making enough to handle, the basic necessities of your life, then and you're blaming the corporation, because at the end of the day, you don't work for Twitch, you're a contractor. I want to say that you don't work for Twitch, and this is what a lot of people try to act like they are, and they don't fully understand. We're all contractors on these platforms. We don't work. We are contractors. You get a 1099 at the end of the year. You get a 1099. You don't get a W-2. You get a 1099. So you don't work for them. You don't get benefits. You're not going to get a bonus check at the end of the year. Like that. That's not a thing. So Twitch or any other platform doesn't owe you anything. And it's really based off of your actual performance on the platform. Your audience, how much they will give to you, how much that you stream, and the ad revenue that you get. So what I do with this guy. Sponsorships, when you do the raids and stuff like that. So that's what gets you the money, but you gotta work for it. So people automatically brought up, and I wanna pull this up. I want to pull this up so everybody can see, because I ain't do my full research until people start saying it. Right, immediately people looked her up. Right now, if you look here on a recent broadcast, so she has four right now that are still available to watch as a VOD. So this one right here at the end is from 13 days ago. She streamed for 1 hour 38 minutes. 7 days ago, she streamed for 2 hours 30 minutes. 6 days ago, she streamed for 2 hours. And 5 days ago, she streamed for 2 hours 47 minutes. Now, you not gonna sit up here and tell me that you streaming, first of all, this little amount of hours and this scarce, that you are going to complain about making $900 to $1,200. Bro, I stream like she like me for real. She like me for real. This is like what I stream. I do this kind of time and stream like this. And you still making $900? At bare minimum, you making $900? Just sign me up, man. Sign me up, because I'm not making that per month. And I've been doing this for a while. I'm not making that per month. So excuse you. Excuse you. If you streaming this little and you're making like $900 minimum per month, oh, okay. Yeah, this is full time. This ain't full time. I thought y'all be grinding, right? Like this was my whole problem with Hassan, right? Like all of them at the top, they grind. They stream for 8, 10, 12 hours. Like that's the grind, right? This is how they make the majority of their money. They live their lives on this platform or on YouTube or on Kick. So I'm like, for you to be doing this, like, I don't know if her work ethic was a little better and maybe she's just going through something. Maybe she's depressed because because Twitch is going after her and they don't care about the smaller creators. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, but for you to be a full-time streamer and people automatically pull up your stream and this is what you're doing, then this ain't full-time. That she was, but something else. Okay, I know Chaos know because he's into this, but again, I'm not exactly sure what's been going on the past 13 days. But it's like when people automatically see that, then they're gonna feel some type of way, right? They gonna feel some type of way. It's like, okay, all right then. Like, you have no room to talk right now, honey. You have no room to talk. So that was my first problem. I'm like, all right, so if you're complaining about Twitch being the problem because of the splits, and you're saying, hey, this is what I'm making right now, and this is what I could be making if my splits were higher, then my friend, baby girl, there are other options. I don't know if Twitch is your only thing. We've been telling people this for a long time. Like, Twitch or any other platform should not be your end all be all, right? Like, even if you just do YouTube, like if you don't stream at all, any one of these platforms should not be your end all be all. We've been saying for the longest, you need to diversify your content, whether that's shorts on TikTok, multi-streaming on YouTube and Kick or whatever other platform. You need to do other things. But like, her initial issue seemed to be focused on the splits. And again, newsflash, Twitch, even though it's the most popular live streaming service, it's become literally a thing when people say, oh, I stream games. They're like, oh, you stream on Twitch? Like, people don't say, oh, you stream on Kick, like, unless you're in the know. They don't say, oh, you stream on Kick, or oh, you stream on Facebook, or you stream on YouTube. Usually the first place is Twitch, and I've said this before. So Twitch is literally like, Twitch is the culture at this point. So when people say that, the natural place, if I want to stream, make it big, I'm gonna go on Twitch, because that's where the most eyes are. And again, understandable, but you have to realize that Twitch is notoriously the lowest ad split platform. It is the lowest. YouTube is 70-30. Kick is 90-10 or 95-5. Facebook, I think, was or is like 60-40. I don't think they're 70-30. I think they were 60-40. And YouTube, like I said, YouTube is 70-30. So, I mean, if your initial problem is just splits, then here's your solution. Go on another platform. I mean, simple as that. You don't have to completely abandon Twitch, because even these big streamers that have gotten deals from YouTube and, well, not YouTube, because YouTube has been more exclusive, but the ones that recently have gotten deals from Kick, a lot of them, especially if they had that power to negotiate, they still stream on Twitch. They don't have an exclusive deal on Kick, and they're still getting paid millions upon millions of dollars. XQC is literally streaming right now, and he got one of the biggest deals ever on Kick. He's still multi-stream, so he didn't abandon his audience. He didn't get to abandon his audience, like back in the day when Growl and Ninja went over to Mixer and the people that went over to YouTube. So there are options. There are options. That's all I'm trying to say. So if your problem is Twitch and you're going to complain about Twitch, then go on another freaking platform or diversify, multi-stream. There are options for you. You're not just stuck on Twitch, and Twitch isn't the one that's holding you down, because Twitch isn't going to change And I think that this is probably going to be it unless something else significant happens. But they've already, recently within the last couple of years, literally made this new plan where it's like, all right, well, if you grind hard enough and you maintain a certain amount of sub, then you can get bigger splits. So why doesn't she do that? She already got help from Miskiff and Pokimane, so why don't you just keep grinding? Keep grinding then. Like that's the culture, right? Keep grinding, and then you'll maintain your subs, and then look at that. Now you're in the big boy club. Now you can get bigger splits. How about that? Fucking work. Fucking work. Just do it. And worst case, like I said here, I said you don't want to hear this, but you cannot blame Twitch for your state of living. The research is there. Like, I'm not going to accept anyone now who's coming into this game. I'm not going to accept anyone who doesn't do their research. Literally, the people have done the research for you. Go on YouTube, go on Google, look it up. There are experts who know about this. The research is there. Go on Kick if you want a bigger split. They automatically give you a 95-5 split. Like, you don't even have to grind. They have their own program now where they're literally, if you grind enough, they'll put you in a program and you can get a stipend on top of your subs and donations and ads. Well, they don't have ads yet, but they literally have their program now. Like, there are options. So, like, I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to have people constantly just rag on Twitch now when there are other options for you now. There are other options for you. So I'm not accepting that. And I said, diversify, go to Kick if you want a bigger split, diversify on other platforms, or gasp, get a part-time job if the ends aren't being met. Like, don't just sit there and then complain about you not having enough money for your necessities and then just going to sit there and just let Twitch, essentially just F you. Go get a part-time job. But and TBA says all the time, like, people are allergic to job applications, bro. Like, I know that jobs are hard, like layoffs are happening all over the place, but you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Like, and I don't wanna rag on Gen Z, but a lot of Gen Z folks are like making it content to cry on these platforms. Like, TikTok is a big one now. Like, a lot of Gen Z folks are crying about not being able to get a job. And I understand it's hard out here, but it's like, are you doing it for the right reasons now? Like, I don't feel like everybody needs to know your struggle all the time. Like, the lady who I saw, she said she acted and she had another degree and she was crying because she was in New York. I'm like, first of all, get out of New York, baby girl. But second of all, she was crying because she wanted a barista job. And she, was just going to all the different coffee shops and she was giving them her application, but she was, obviously, too overqualified. But it's like, why do you want to? I get it, it's hard out here, but it's like, you want a barista job, and she couldn't even get a barista job. I was like, dang, it's tough it's really tough out here. And she was like, honestly, I just want to be a content creator. And I'm like, I know that the world has changed. We talked about this before, like the same occupations that, millennials and boomers, what our parents and grandparents wanted us to get, they aren't the same anymore. And I get it, walk your own path, but you gotta be realistic at the same time. Like, a lot of the newer generation honestly just needs to be humble. They just need to be humble, because like all this crying, I don't think this is going to change the world. I don't think this is going to make things better for you. Yeah, you get the attention. If that's what you want, fine. I think more people need to admit that, hey, I just want the attention. I just want people to be on my side and cry with me, be like, oh, it's okay, it's okay, or it'll be all right. Like, I think it's like that. I think more people need to be humble, more people need to be shamed, more people need to be embarrassed. But I digress. So getting back to her, it's like, just get a job, bro. Just get a job. Like, it's not that difficult. People have to do what they have to do, man. People really got to do what they got to do. Like, for me, for example, like I did content creation full time for a couple of years, and it really got to a point where, like, I had my daughter on the way in 2020, and I was like, yo, I got to get back out there, man. Like, I got to get back out there and get a 9 to 5 again, like, because I need benefits. And I know that this money here isn't going to suffice for me and my family. And literally right after that, I'm so glad that I went back, because then my wife lost her job because of the pandemic, because of COVID. So we were living on one income, and I had to do what I had to do, man. I really had to do what I had to do. Like, security was more important for me than content creation. So I dialed back. I said I'm going back out there. I said I'm going back out there, and it ended up being the best decision. And I'm still I had to refine that balance with having a 9 to 5 and still wanting to do content creation. So it is what it is, and again that just shows you that I had to take it wasn't necessarily a sacrifice, but it wasn't my passion, but I decided to put my passion on the back burner for a little bit to make sure that I can have that security for me and my family. So, like again, I know that she's young, doesn't have a family yet. Like again, I don't know her full situation, so I'm not gonna sit here and say it, but definitely seem like she's by herself. Like you have your own spot, yeah, but you don't have other people to take care of. You don't have additional responsibilities. So be thankful for that. But yeah, like again, it depends on what you really want to do. Either you're going to sit here and complain about it, or are you going to make a change? And again, like I don't know what else she has going on or wants to have going on, but like you talking about you a full-time Twitch streamer and you're not even doing full-time hours. You're not even doing at least 4 hours a day, like at bare minimum. Like even when I was full-time, I at least did 4 hours a day. Like dang, you're doing 2 hours. Like I'm not trying to hear that. And then second thing, obviously, she talked about like when will Twitch give a fuck about the smaller creators? They don't. they don't, and they have it for a long time. What is Twitch's bottom line? To make money. Twitch has not made a profit since its inception, really. Ever since Amazon bought them, like yeah, they have those resources, but they aren't making a profit. And Twitch made all these changes. You wonder why you see ads all the time. Because they had to make a pivot because what they were doing was not working, and they're still not making a profit. Like yeah, they have more ads now. They have more ads now than ever, but I still don't think that's making ends meet. I still don't think it's making ends meet right now. It's just making it a worse viewer experience, to be honest. It's just making it a worse viewer experience, but they're trying to do these things to try to get back to status quo. So they had to make these changes. And honestly, when people like Kai Cenat, Jinxie, like these huge creators like start doing like numbers that they never seen before, then they were making a lot of money. Yes. Shout out to Jay Beckett for the follow. They were making a lot of money, but at the end of the day, man, that's only a small amount of creators. It's only a small amount of creators compared to the immense amount of people that are on your platform. So they had to make a change, and the 70-30 split for the bigger creators had to be the first one to go. Like a lot of creators, they just it wasn't making ends meet for them, so they had to let that go. And then once you get the competition, aka Kick, come around and be like, hey, we're offering bigger splits for the creators, we care about the creator, blah blah blah. And Twitch had to make a change. Then on top of that, Kick started poaching a lot of bigger creators on Twitch. So minus the ones that have, non-exclusive deals, the ones that do have exclusive deals, now you don't have their audience on your platform. And, if XQC was doing an exclusive deal, that would have been a nice little chunk of the audience that just would have been gone from Twitch. Even though Jinxie's on there now, Jinxie is like the biggest guy now, like outside of Kai. Like Jinxie, like right now streaming to like 102,000. Like that's crazy for, a US based streamer. So like these new streamers now are doing like crazy numbers, but still, I digress. Like Twitch had to make some changes, and yeah, people were mad. People were sad, and rightfully so. But it's like, what are you going to do now? Are you going to complain about it, or are you going to go to another platform or try to diversify? So it's like, pick your poison at this point. Like, but just sit here and complain about it is really asinine to me. And people let her have it, man. People let her have it. Looking at some of your tweets, Tracy said how to find a job fast in a week or less. Sicky weighed in. I would say this: people got to stop thinking hobbies gonna be paying living wages. Big facts. You choosing to do this full time does not mean Twitch is employing you. Also a fact. Next thing y'all gonna want is dental and healthcare for streaming, which I mean would be nice. I ain't gonna lie, bro. just would be nice. Somebody said you streamed 168 hours in the last 3 months. That's 56 hours a month, about 14 hours. This person really got in depth. I told you, bro, that was on her ass. About 14 hours a week, and you still made that much money while averaging close to 0 viewers. How much of an entitled idiot can you be? Boy, let her have it. They let her have it. I'm saying like that is definitely entitled, and like I said, I'm mainly saying that she's entitled not only because of her blaming Twitch, but it's like you're not even putting in the work. You're not even putting in the work, and you still make that much money. And that's the crazy thing. Like, forget everything else. I'm not making that money per month. I just got my Twitch check today, and it wasn't no $900. It's enough for me to buy a couple of video games. That's how much. That's how much I made. It's enough to buy a couple of video games. So I'm like, yeah. Imagine if she really tried. She ain't ready. She not ready for the grind. And person, you know what time it is. Indeed. Person, when I get an effing job. Person, respectfully with peace and love. I think you need a second job. Like I'm just saying, man. Entitlement, people guys crazy. I stream so I should make money. Wait until you find out businesses grow profit ain't 100%. And then Wildcat, he was a person probably really blew it up. He got 1.5 million impressions. He said, I don't know who this person is. I'm genuinely not trying to hate, but too many people are trying to do content creation full time when they're not there yet. Facts. So this person said, I can't stress it enough, but please stop only relying on Twitch. You can use paycheck to pay your bills. Exactly. Stop relying on one platform. The more content you post on other social media, the more revenue you'll receive. Exactly. Diversify your content. Brands a company to want to work for you. You put more effort into what's he say? Into posting content. So yeah, I mean, it says streaming is a full-time job. Tech Twitch stats stream 2 hours a day with no schedule. That's pretty much stream 2 hours or less per day since August. Still makes 1K and complains about it. I mean, other people are saying the same thing. It's like you can't complain about it at all. This person, she didn't get it. She didn't get it. She said the amount of hate this girl's getting is insane to me. Of course, you caping. Already seen it. You caping. She's not complaining about her community not supporting her enough. Of course, you're not getting it. You're bringing up stuff that she didn't even talk about. She's not complaining about her community. Did she say that about her community? No. She's not and she's complaining about the 50-50 splits. But that's where the entitlement is. You don't even understand. Twitch has recently added a new opportunity available for all streamers to add 60-40 and 70-30. This is great. But this was only accomplished because of the Twitch community complaining. Absolutely, that's actually not true. I think it's true, but it's actually not true. I don't think the people complaining about Twitch would have made that happen. It really happened because of Kick. I'm gonna be honest. It really happened because of Kick. Once Kick start coming after they butts, then that's when Twitch was like, all right, we got to make this change. Otherwise, we're going to lose more people to this platform. But she didn't mention that. He said, well, it's press from other company, but I don't believe in the first part. I don't think the first part did it. They had better payouts than Twitch. I love Twitch, but if I had to think about all the money that my community poured into the past, that could have made a difference in my life that I missed out because of 50-50 split, I puke. Newsflash, we're all losing money. This was the same conversation that I had about the music industry. Exact same conversation that I had about the music industry. Yes, at the end of the day, these companies are making more off of you than you're making. So what are you going to do about it? Either you're going to keep doing what you do and complain about it, or you're going to make a change. And you got to make a change. Yes, Twitch is making more off of you than you probably will, than you will see. You will ever see. So she didn't understand. Trying to make it about something else. Totally did not understand. So I'm not gonna go through all this, but yeah, there was some I think a lot of people understood that like she was tripping. That she was tripping. I was like, yeah, hella people like just get a job. Like, what do you complain about? Just get a job. Like, really? Hey, this is what we're doing here? Like, stop. Just stop it. So that's my thoughts on it. Like, we don't really have to say much else, but yeah, she got blessed. She definitely got blessed. I mean, getting 20K from a raid from two big people. Sheesh. I wish. I ain't never seen 20. Like I said, I think the most that I've seen in 1 month from Twitch is like $700. And that was like we're doing bounties. I got some good bounties that month. I definitely have never gotten anything near that. Not even what she gets per month on average. Not even what she gets per month on average. So imagine getting 20K from on one stream from two raids from two of the biggest content creators on here. Imagine the majority of people that are 0.0000001% that they get that. They get blessed like that, being a smaller streamer. Because all the elite, their top 5-10%, they all do content with each other. They're not sitting here like, hey, I'm gonna raid this smaller streamer that I see after my stream. They don't care. They don't care. That happens every blue moon. Every once in a blue moon. I know that Ninja did it a couple times. Like, I'm not saying that they don't, but it's not a general thing that happens and automatically blows the small streamer up. The majority of people want to see that streamer and that streamer only. So, she caught that again. She she got that little surge. It's like a Uber surge at night, a Uber surge at night. She got that surge of 20K, which is a lot of freaking money for one stream. And she thought that, oh, this gonna be the lick right here. It's gonna be the lick. And then she came back down to reality, was like, hey, this is what I'm truly making per month now, which is still really good, and then complained about it. Now she's complaining. So we'll see if she comes back and says something else, but she privated her account, and that's why nobody can see the post anymore. She privated the account. She ran away, y'all. She ran away. You know what? I actually want to see if I want to see when she gonna stream again. Actually, I'm gonna keep tabs on her. I'm gonna see when she gonna stream again, because she had to stream to 5 days. She had to stream to 5 days. And I see she's following the formula. She's doing what looks like on this stream. She's doing one of those matchmaking streams. Doing a matchmaking stream. So we gonna see. We gonna see. Yeah, I only know if she's entertaining. I ain't seen any other content, but she's following one of those formulas of like the IRL streamers. Following that formula, so we'll see. Yeah, she got attention. She definitely got her attention. So she better, like I said, if she's smart, she better capitalize on it. I think privating her account was the wrong thing to do. All she had to do was just mute the tweet. Like, just mute the tweet, baby girl. Like, what are you doing? Just mute the tweet. I did that when people were calling me gay for that 2K tweet, because I thought about that dude spending $400 day one. Just mute the freaking tweet and move on with your day, bro. like just mute the tweet. Like the features are there. This is the same thing with people complaining about hate raids on Twitch. All you gotta do is just use the tools that they gave you and stop complaining about it. Use the tools. I understand it's annoying, but use the tools that are there for you. Mute the freaking tweet and move on. Privated her account. Oh man, she only got like 1,000 followers on there anyways. I'm like, she didn't think that she was gonna pop off. No, people on her head. People were on her head. That's what happened. So we gonna see. We gonna see if she pops back out, but she better take advantage, because she got all this attention. All she has to do is to prove everyone wrong now. Yeah, she got the misgift header. Yeah, she glazing. She glazing right now. She glazing. This is probably the best tweet that she's ever gonna see in her life. I remember that. I remember her because of this tweet. I remember her because of that tweet that she saved there. She glazing. Glazing, but she better try. She better try to take advantage, because if it was me, I definitely would have done it. I would have done something. She tripping, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Probably too deep in her feelings to think about the gameplay. Yeah, she probably not smart. Like yeah, I said, she wasn't smart. she wasn't smart about it. That she used the entire situation. That's what I'm saying, Shona. That's what I'm saying. Take advantage of it. All you gotta do is take advantage of it, because now you have people who legit are checking out your channel. You're having people checking out your channel. So all you gotta do is go live. All you gotta do is go live and just, you could cry, like you could do whatever. Like, just go live and just sit there, be silent. Like, people will watch. I'm saying people will watch, like whether it's hate or not. Like people tune in. So you tripping. I would have been live as soon as I made that tweet yesterday. I would have went